from my biological son. There goes the dog hair. I haven't talked about this because, you're right, it's pretty personal, but the reason I am talking about it is the same reason that I'm talking and calling out the corrupt FBI, right, all the corrupt agencies, my former employer, right? There's the same reason. I want my son to grow up in a world that's good. And we know what it is now, right? We know the people in charge are scumbag motherfuckers. So why is Judge Valez Harris out of the Hampshire Probate Court in Massachusetts, Northampton, Mass, why is Judge Valez Harris continuing to alienate me from my son? Right? My son, from birth, I was denied a DNA, a paternity test by the mother for over 5 months. She kept making excuses. The mother, I don't know if you know anything about the laws in Massachusetts, but for an unmarried couple, for an unwed two people in Massachusetts, the biological father essentially has no rights. Okay, well, the child has rights. The child has a right to know their biological father and their whole family, their whole biological family. That's the child's right. I've already been adjudicated the father, but I've been kept apart from my son the entire time. Now, I've reported sexual abuse. I have no proof of this, but based on my son's actions with me, I've reported this twice now. I have no proof of this. The other abuse, both verbal and physical, that the mother has done to me in front of my son has been relatively well documented. Not that I filed criminal charges against her in that regard, but I brought it up. I've addressed it with the court. The court is aware of the mother's abusive behavior, at least from me telling them. And oh, by the way, the mother has also gotten into a car accident with my child in the car. The mother has also accidentally lit his room on fucking fire and condemned the apartment. Okay? But I now have to have supervised visits. Okay? Now this is short term. I'm giving you kind of real-time updates with the case at this point. But because I acted in what I felt was my son's best interest, try to protect him from these people, the judge is now saying that I have to have supervised visits. Now, instead of appointing a guardian ad litem to view both of the parents to see what's actually going on, Judge Valez Harris is treating me like a criminal, like I've done something wrong. And all they've done is alienate me from my son, both the court and the mother at this point. I've been in litigation for over a year. I've seen my son 11 hours every 2 weeks. And if anyone understands the statistics behind children not having a close relationship with their fathers, they would know that this is ludicrous. My understanding, too, is that there are laws in Massachusetts and acts that have been passed that essentially allow anyone to have rights to, like, kids that aren't even their kids. You know what I mean? In terms of, like, couple situations. So if someone thinks that they have a penis and a vagina and their hair's all blue, right, and they have a fucking stegosaurus thing sticking out of their back, they have the right to see a kid, but not the biological father. I would encourage everyone to look into Bill H4017. That is not passed. It's been sitting for a while out of Massachusetts, but it hasn't gone forward, and it's with specific regard to parental alienation. The defense, right, the mother hired their attorney months in advance before I even filed anything to go to court. I grew up in a twice divorced household. I wanted to avoid court by any means necessary, just based on my own personal experience growing up. But the mother was not allowing me to see the child, my son. So I had to take legal action, and nothing's been resolved. In fact, it seems to be getting worse in terms of keeping us apart. And I don't know if that's because Rachel Sayet is part of the Mohegan tribe, or her mother, Melissa Zobel, is so, like, well renowned in the Mohegan community. Like, I'm not sure if their prominence in society is affecting the judge's judgment. I mean, where have we seen that before? Is that a thing? Does a person's influence in society affect the outcomes of cases? speculation, right? But what I can tell you for sure is that I'm not being treated fairly in this court, and I'm being prevented from seeing my son. We have a beautiful relationship. Beautiful. So when the abusive party is being treated like a queen by comparison, and I now have supervised visits and am being alienated from my son, I mean, it's not right to the family unit. We've seen it. We know what they've been doing. I'm experiencing it firsthand. And, I mean, it's all the stuff that you think. It's shitty. There's no worse feeling than being separated from your family, especially, I mean, I'm a first-time father. I'm being separated from my kid. This is ludicrous. It's absolute insanity. Like I said, a guardian ad litem would have been the route to go at this point. And we'll see, right? It's my fault for not having a lawyer. I'm representing myself pro se. But do I need a lawyer to see my kid? I don't think so. It seems like very much biased treatment. So, I don't know. I don't know if you guys want to help me out here, but I'd like some eyes on this case. A lot of eyes on this case. Everyone should see their kids.